Welcome everyone to FSPN's coverage of Miami-Dade and Broward High School baseball. And we have a good one today. We're on the campus of the Doral Academy Firebirds, the visiting Southridge Spartans that are led by their head coach in his second year, Manny Ojeda, are taking on the home team, the Doral Academy Firebirds, that are led by Hall of Fame head coach Ralph Suarez. We ought to have a good one here today. I'm Uncle Muggs. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play on a beautiful Thursday afternoon here in Doral. Right after this, we'll have the starting lineups, and we'll go over the defense.
Let's get this party started.
Welcome, everyone, to FSPN's coverage of Miami-Dade and Broward High School baseball, and we've got a good one for you today. We're at the Doral Academy for a high school game between the Southridge Spartans, and they're led by their head coach, Manny Ojeda. On the other side, it's the Doral head coach, Hall of Fame head coach, Ralph Suarez, and we should have a good one here today. The Firebirds are coming off of a victory last night over the St. Brendan Savers, 6-4, and they're taking on the scrappy Spartans out here today. On the mound for the Firebirds, it's Aaron Elisan. Let me give you the Spartans starting lineup. The first batter is Francis Garcia, who'll be playing shortstop. He's a junior, followed by Christian Fontaine. He's playing left field today. Hector Colon, the senior, is in center field. The fourth batter is Jermaine Reyes, and he's followed by the catcher, the sophomore sensation, Carlos Gutierrez. Batting sixth is the second baseman, Nico Perez. Then it's Isaac Vidal playing third base today. He'll be followed by Lorenzo Pedroso, the eighth batter, playing first base. And Justin Cruz rounds out the lineup for the Spartans. And the defense for the home team, the Doral Firebirds, they're 2-1. They won a state championship here back in 2022. And the battery is going to be Aaron Elisan. The catcher is going to be Javen Francois. Gabe Milano, the commit, will be at third base. The junior Kobe Carrion will be playing shortstop. The senior Dylan Prince will be at second base. Gavin Ruacalba will be the sophomore first baseman. In right field, it's Joshua Cespedes. Center field is George Pardo Jr., and he's a senior. And in left field is Caleb Hernandez. And we're ready to get underway with the first pitch of the ball game from Aaron Elisan to Francis Garcia, the shortstop. And it's a strike. He looked at one on the outside corner. Get the scoreboard up. Off-speed pitch up high to even the count at 1-1. Francis Garcia, he was an all-district player last year. He's one of the leaders here on this team now this year. And Mo's going to depend on him a lot as a first batter. He's going to need him to start things off. The challenges today for the Firebird pitchers are to get by Jermaine Reyes and Carlos Gutierrez. Jermaine Reyes is the fourth batter. We'll wait for that matchup when he comes up to bat. But here's Francis Garcia, swings at one and hits one foul. Carlos Gutierrez has been on fire ever since preseason. So if Elisan can get by those two guys, he's going to give the Firebirds a better chance to win this game today. The 1-2's outside, even the count at 2. Happy Thursday, everybody, and thanks for joining us. It's my pleasure to bring you high school baseball, and I'm so excited that you can join us here today. It's a beautiful afternoon in Doral. The count goes full to Francis Garcia. It's a little bit windy. He is the senior pitcher. There's a better look at him. The payoff pitch, swung on and hit slowly to carry on his shortstop. He's going to have to hurry, and he gets it over and just gets him by a step. He shoots it over to Gavin Ruacalba for the first out. The Spartans send up the left fielder, Christian Fontaine. And Fontaine can play any of the outfield positions. Today he's playing left field. Colon's playing center field. And Colon is on deck. He'll be followed by Jermaine Reyes. And there's a ball high. And let's go over that lineup for the Spartans. Francis Garcia just grounded out. He's the leadoff batter, followed by the current batter, Christian Fontaine. Hector Colon is on deck. Then it'll be Jermaine Reyes, followed by the Panda, Carlos Gutierrez. Then it's Nico Perez, the second baseman, followed by Isaac Vidal. Lorenzo Pedroso is the first baseman. He'll be batting 8th. And Justin Cruz rounds out the lineup for their visiting Spartans. The count is 1-1 now to Fontaine. Left-handed batter. And he almost takes out his pitching coach, Ivan Pelaez, with that one. Two nights in a row, these Firebirds get to play on the turf. Last night they were at St. Brendan's. They won that one 6-4. And that one's inside and almost hits Fontaine. And we're right off 25th Street here in Doral. We're going to see some jets flying over. We're right on the approach to MIA, so every once in a while you might hear a jet screaming through. Another one inside, and the count goes to 3-1. Fontaine swings at that one to fill up the count, just gets a piece of it. The payoff pitch, it's inside, almost hits him, and the Spartans are going to get their first base runner. And that's going to bring up the center fielder, Hector Colon. Runner on, 1 out, top of the first inning. And we're at Firebird Field. There's a throw to first. Fontaine gets back in time. Jermaine Reyes is on deck. And he's bringing a 4-game hitting streak into this game today. That's going to be one of the keys for Elisan. That one's up high. Elisan can get it to home in a hurry. He's a hard thrower. He's a senior. Coach Suarez is going to rely on him a lot this year to carry the load. Here's the 0-1 to Colon. Swung on and hit. Oh, fair ball. It's going to get by Milano. Hernandez is going to corral it, but not before Fontaine slides into third. And Hector Colon comes through with a big-time double here in the first inning to put some pressure on the home team. Now in the box for the Spartans is the big right-handed hitter, the right fielder, the senior. He's bringing the 4-game hitting streak into the game.
Number 25, Jermaine.
These are one of the keys to the game right here. If Elisan can keep Reyes off the bases or just limit his damage, it's going to give his Firebirds a better chance to win here. Off-speed pitch up high. An opportunity here with 1 out and 2 guys on in the top of the first inning to drive in some runs and take an early lead here at Doral. Elisan from the stretch. There's another off-speed pitch high. That was an easy take for Reyes when the ball's 3 feet above your head. 0-2. Let's see if Coach Ojeda gives him a green light here. Fastball up high.
Yeah, that was
Fontaine came across, and there's a throw over to third. All right, it's hard to see the runner from the booth here. It's hard to see home plate. I'm relying on the cameras. So it's 1-0, top of the first inning. Runner on third, Reyes up, and he's going to get a free pass to first base. I'll give him a C-. He walked Reyes, and now let's see what he does against Carlos Gutierrez. This was the key before the game started for Elisan to get these 2 batters out and keep them off the bases. First pitch swinging, try to ambush him with that one. Well, this sophomore doesn't act like a sophomore. He doesn't look like a sophomore. He's not afraid of any moment. He goes right after pitchers. He doesn't wait around. He's a left-handed batting Carlos Gutierrez. Takes that one inside. A good pitch by Elisan, catching the inside half. 1 out and 1 run across the board for the visiting Spartans of Southridge. Panda steps out. Elisan was taking a little bit too long for his liking, and then we'll get back in here now and do it all over again. Elisan from the stretch and swing and a miss from Panda, and that brings up Nico Perez in a big moment. Javen goes over a few signals just in case Reyes goes to second. I wouldn't be surprised if head coach Manny Ojeda sends him here and gets something going in motion. There's a throw over. Everybody was expecting that one. And here's a big opportunity for Nico Perez to put another run on the board for the visiting Southridge Spartans, and a chance for the Spartans to make a statement in this game. First pitch high. Sometimes a little bit of difficulty finding the plate consistently, and that's what's going on here in the first inning. 2 outs, runners in the corners for the Spartans. The 0-1 catches a little corner of the plate according to home plate umpire. Nico Perez from the right side. Aaron is the pitcher. Throw over to Reyes. He gets back in plenty of time. Artificial turf all the way around here at Douglas P. Rodriguez Field. There goes Reyes, and there's a foul ball. Nico Perez battling up here. Let's see if Reyes gets going again on his horse. 2 outs, runners in the corners. 1 run across the board already, and there goes Reyes. Elisan takes a peek at him, and now we're going Little League. He throws to third. He comes off the bag, and he says he got him. Wow, man, he's going to argue that call because he kind of got pushed. And that's going to be overturned. That was sort of like one of those Tamiami plays where the guy takes off when the pitcher still has the ball in his hand. But it sure did look like the third baseman kind of pushed him off the bag. So Colón is going to score. Reyes is going to make his way to second base. And that was a very good call, I think, on behalf of the Blue, because he kind of helped them off of the base. I mean, he dove back to the base, put one hand on there. Maybe his momentum was taking him off the base, but the third baseman, Milano, gave him a little shove, and that shove was a little too much, and the umpire awarded him home plate. And now we got 2 runs across for the visiting Spartans. And you talk about what the doctor ordered. This was the right prescription. And Elisan skied up in the infield. Carry-on's calling it. Comes all the way across and makes the third out. The visiting Spartans leave 1. They get 2, and we head to the bottom of the first inning here at Doral Field. You're watching FSPN.
You're watching the Florida Sports Programming Network.
Welcome back to the bottom of the first inning for FSPN's coverage of high school baseball, and we have a good one here between the Ridge and the home team. On the mound for the visiting Spartans is Santiago Velasco. He's a junior right-handed pitcher. And up to bat is the third baseman, the UM commit, the leadoff batter, Gabriel Milano. Takes outside. We'll go over the Firebird lineup in just a second. But I can tell you the defense, let's start off with the battery. We have Santiago Velasco, and the Panda Carlos Gutierrez is behind the plate. Milano takes high. Milano hit a nice line drive in yesterday's game, yesterday's victory over St. Brendan, 6-4. He drove the ball well. It looks like he's getting comfortable in this young season. Velasco, he's from Venezuela. Pitching from the stretch. Kicks and deals, and a mighty swing there by Milano, but he fouls it back. 5'11", 180-pound junior, Santiago Velasco. There he is there on the mound. There's Gabe Milano. 2-0. Velasco a little high and away. Milano will be followed by George Pardo, the center fielder, Brian Mesa. Then it's Dylan Prince. Let me get that one right because I butchered his name yesterday. The fifth batter's Caleb Hernandez. That ball swung and fouled. Then it's the first baseman, the sophomore Gavin Rubacalba. He's followed by Joshua Cespedes in right field. The eighth batter's Javen Francois, the catcher. And then it's Kobe Carrion, the shortstop. And that's your lineup for the Doral Firebirds. I'll go over the Spartan defense in just a second. But right now, it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bottom of the first inning to the leadoff batter, Gabe Milano. And he's just missing that by a little bit. There must be a little late movement on Velasco. So let's go over the defense. Santiago Velasco is your pitcher. Carlos Gutierrez is the catcher. Isaac Vidal's making the start at third today. Francis Garcia is your shortstop. Nico Perez is in second. Lorenzo Pedroso is your first baseman. And he walks Milano. And that's going to bring up George Pardo, the red-hot center fielder. George Pardo, the senior, the right-handed batter for these Firebirds. Takes a ball high. George Pardo Jr. Wearing number 44. Let's see if Milano goes. Let's see if Coach Suarez gets something going here, trying to get a couple of those runs back. Velasco, very similar to Elisan. Hard thrower. Having a hard time finding the plate now in the first couple batters. Hopefully these starters can settle in and find a groove. Two and 0. Now he gets consecutive walks, and that's not the start that you wanted. Brian Mesa's the DH. He steps in from the right side wearing number 23. He's got runners on first and second base with nobody out. Things are getting a little complicated here for Santiago Velasco. They call him El Gocho from Venezuela. First pitch up high, and I think Ivan Pelaez, the pitching coach, is going to come out and have a word with him. That was a quick mound visit by pitching coach Ivan Pelaez. Probably told him the same thing that Isaac told him. Just settle down. Settle down and throw some strikes and let things happen. Let your defense play for you. We've got 2 runs already. It's the bottom of the first. Oh, and he hits him. He swung and hit him, though. So let's see what the call's going to be there. It looked like it caught him in the hip. Boy, I sure hope he's okay. Swung and he got hit. So that was a painful strike there for Mesa. Tough guy. He didn't even rub it. All right, Mesa with a chance to put his Firebirds on the board and turn this into a real scrap. If these pitchers could find the plate, we'd have a really good game here. Velasco gets his sign from Gutierrez behind the plate, who settles in. And there's no pitch there. Let's see what the umpire says. He may have balked, and he sure did. So the runners are going to advance to second and third base. All right, here's the 1-1 after the balk. Mesa fouls it straight back for a second strike. Gutierrez has to go through the signs again. Velasco finally says, hey, come out here, let me talk to you. Maybe we can send each other a text or something. There's a runner on second base. You don't want him picking up your signs. So you have to go and change some signs. And now I think we'll get ready to go. And Mesa's ready to go. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to the DH. He swings and hits that one into the Firebird dugouts. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm assuming the scoreboard is not working, even though it's a beautiful scoreboard. That one's outside, and I'm going to assume it's even now, the count, 2-2. There's been at least a couple foul balls by Mesa. 3-2. It's a full count now. Firebirds on second and third base. No outs. Bottom of the second, 2-0. And that ball's a little nubbered. It's going to be off his foot. Boy, Mesa's getting beat up. He got hit by a pitch swinging. Now he hit one off his foot. Goes through his balls, and he's giving the batter a chance to recuperate and get back in there. And that was very nice of him. Here's the full count, the payoff pitch outside. The bases are going to be full of Firebirds. I want to apologize for last night's blunder. I called Dylan Price. He hit a home run, and I apologize for that. That will not happen again. Swing and a miss at strike 1. So last night he was the Prince of Westchester because he gave the Firebirds the early lead. St. Brendan's later tied it in the bottom of the third, but then they went ahead on the 7th, and they were able to hold on. The first baseman, Rubalcava's in on the fake grass, on the grassy part of the fake grass. Quickly 2 strikes here to the 4th batter, the second baseman, the senior, Dylan Prince. He's getting a little windy here in Doral. Nice cool night though. Good afternoon for baseball. Great block by Panda. Boy, he really is putting on a clinic back there, a catching clinic. He went to his right and took that one off the chest. Nobody out. Bottom of the first, 2-0 in favor of the visiting team, but something's going to give here. Santiago Velasco, he's the pitcher for the Spartans. Swing and a miss and a strike three, swinging to the fourth batter. Hernandez steps into the box, batting from the right side, wearing number 15. He's the fifth batter with one out in the bottom of the first inning. And the score is the visiting Spartans 2 and the home team 0. Velasco's pitches hit up the middle. There's going to get one. And he goes over to Pedroza. That was a slow hit ground ball to Garcia. And we head to the top of the second with the score Spartans 2, Doral 0. And you're watching FSPN. Welcome back to Doral Academy, Douglas P. Rodriguez Field, where we have a high school game between the visiting Spartans and the home team, the Firebirds of Doral.
From the Spartans, number 0, third baseman, Isaac.
There's a look at the pitcher,
Third base.
Aaron Alisson. Vidal's the batter. We have a 2-0 score. This is the top of the second inning. Alisson's first pitch is high. Just caught the corner according to the home plate umpire with a late call there to even the count at 1-1. So in the second game ever covered by FSPN, we went down to Spartan Field and saw these Bulldogs take on the Spartans, and Isaac Vidal had a 10 strikeout performance. The young man, the sophomore, didn't let the moment get any bigger than him. He really stepped up even though they lost 2-1. I'm sure he gained tons of experience, and here he is now batting and playing third base, showing you how versatile this kid is. Ball outside goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. That one's taken up high. An easy take and a runner on first base, the leadoff runner for the Spartans. And that's just what the doctor ordered. Pedroza steps in with a runner on first and nobody out in the top of the second inning, and your score is 2-0, and the swing and a miss at the first pitch. Lorenzo Pedroza swings and fouls that one off. 1-1 to Lolo. Swing and a miss. And now that's strike 3. Beautiful Douglas P. Rodriguez Field, top of the second inning, 2-0 in favor of the visiting team, the young Spartans. And that one's lifted to right field, and it's carrying over into foul ground. Cespedes runs out of room, and he almost stepped on all kinds of stuff they have over there in the bullpen. There's some water, a jug. They need to clean that up or somebody's going to twist an ankle over there. That one's hot smash to Milano. He backhands it. He goes over to Prince on first, who comes over to Rubalcaba, and that's a 5-4-3 double play. The Spartans leave one, they get none. We head to the bottom of the second inning with your score. The Spartans 2 and the home team Firebirds 0, and you're watching FSPN. Joshua Cespedes steps into the box. He's the right fielder, wearing number 21 to face Santiago Velasco. He's trying to settle in here. It's going to be a big test for Velasco and the Spartans. It's going to be a big test for Santiago Velasco and these young Spartans. They're going to have I'm going to give them a grade after the game and see how they did. So far, B+. There's one fouled straight back. I mentioned before they had an epic battle against their rivals, the Braddock Bulldogs. And if they can beat these Firebirds, they're going to raise some eyebrows around Dade County. That one's way outside. Cespedes is also a left-handed batter. He'll be followed by Javen Francois, the catcher. That one's hit high and foul. Cespedes, the right fielder. Velasco gets his sign from Gutierrez and swings in a little nubber over to Nico Perez, and he better hurry up. And he hurries it up and throws it by Pedroza. And Nico just waiting too long for that ball to get there, and that ball went into the dugout, and they're going to award him second base. That ball was slowly hit to Nico at second base, and he just took too much time to let that ball come to him. He should have charged it, and then he tried to hurry it up, and he threw a fastball 6 inches off the ground that Pedroza couldn't handle. Now Cespedes is on second base, and your batter's Javen Francois. He's the catcher. And with one out, runner on, and there's one lifted into shallow right field, and there's nothing shallow here. Jermaine Reyes catches it at the warning track, and now he's throwing all the way to third base. And he tags up and gets there safely. Nice off-speed pitch there. Looked like a slider from Velasco. Looked at for a strike by Carrion. Swung on and missed. The Firebirds leave one, they get none, and we head to the top of the third inning, and your score is the visiting Spartans 2 and the home team, the Firebirds 0, and you're watching FSPN. Welcome back to FSPN's coverage of high school baseball game here between the Spartans and the Firebirds. 2-0 in favor of the young Spartans. Aaron Elizalde is the pitcher. He's been the starter. He's got a couple strikeouts, and it'll bring up Francis Garcia. And he is the junior shortstop for these Spartans. Elizalde, Francis Garcia hits one in the gap. Pardo's got a beat on it, catches it in the warning track for a first out of the inning.
First out.
Now batting is Christian Fontaine. He walked and scored a run his first time up. And he's a left-handed batting junior for Moe's Spartans. First pitch swinging Fontaine. He skies it up to Prince at second base. Dillon's calling for it. He'll make the easy grab for the second out of the inning. The Spartans coming out aggressive here in the top of the third inning. 2-0, 2 outs. The batter's center fielder, Hector Colon. Hector doubled at an RBI. He squares the bunt with 2 outs. Doral Field, actually it's Douglas P. Rodriguez Field, but you can call it Firebird Field. Takes that one for ball 4. So a 2-out walk. Both of these teams looking for 2025 to be a big season for them. Both of them have high expectations of being in Fort Myers, and there's a swing at the first pitch by Jermaine. Reyes got walked in his last at-bat. So with 2 outs here in the top of the third, and they're up 2-0. Swings mightily at that one. Boy, he was looking at that left field fence. 0-2 to Reyes. Let's see if Manny sends Hector Colon here. And a delayed steal, boy. Oh, and they got him. A collision at second base with Prince, and they're going to take a look at him, but the runner's out. Let's hope nothing happened to that kid. Both of them are down. They're being looked at. We're going to come right back right after this. God, that's hard to see. So we'll be right back on. Welcome back to FSPN's coverage of high school baseball. We got a great one here between the Ridge and Doral Academy Firebirds. In the box right now is Gabe Milano. He's the UM commit. Got walked this first time up. It's 2-0. And pretty much a surprise to everybody except, Mo Ojeda and his Spartans. But coming into this, you know, they were the younger team, less experience. They're traveling up to face this powerhouse team, the 2022 champs. And right now, they've given them a jab right in the face. Pow! Bottom of the third, 2-0. Milano tries to get one of those back with one swing, and he misses. 2-1 to Gabo. Hopefully he'll be at UM if he doesn't get drafted. That's outside. A collision, both players walked off the field under their own power. 3-1 now to Gabo. A collision between Prince and Hector Colon. And boy, if we can have those two, if we can have Prince and Hector Colon on one stage, that'd be a heck of a concert. But here they collided in second base. The 3-1 to Gabo. Walked him again, respectfully. Now there's a respectful player. Gabo looked at the umpire and made sure it was a ball before he took off to first base. If they keep walking Milano the way that they're doing, Pardo's going to come up with runners, you know, on base every single time. So he's going to have to get a few RBIs. Right now it's 0-1 to the senior center fielder. There goes Milano, and there's the throw from Panda. It's a short hop and a nice tag. He's going to be safe. We're going to go through the signs again. Velasco is pitching from the stretch. There's a look at Pardo Jr. And there's a strike called by the home plate umpire. Milano on second base. Swung on, fouled straight back right over here by us. It's 2-0 in the bottom of the third inning. Firebird Field. Ralph Suarez's Firebirds are trying to scratch back into a game. That's right, they're trying to scratch back into a 2-0 game. That one pops out of the middle of Panda. Now he can't grab the handle. Milano's going to go over to third base. The count's going to go 3-1 to Pardo. Velasco gets his sign from Gutierrez, and that one hits him on the wrist. Boy, that's going to hurt. Pardo didn't move out of the way of that one, and now he's grimacing. He's built it over, and he got him in the hand. Time's called. It's the third batter, Brian Mesa. I wouldn't be surprised if George Pardo, with a hurting hand and everything, makes his way to second base. Carefully steps off. Pardo the DH. Sorry, Mesa the DH. There he goes, first pitch. Milano stays on third. And he's been hot even though he struck out his first time at bat, but he's coming off of a big night last night against St. Brendan's where he belted a 3-run homer for these Firebirds. Mesa takes a ball low and away. That ball hit Pardo right in the hand. I mean, I thought he can move out of the way, but he just kept it in there. Velasco clocked him. Now he's on second base. Milano's on third. And that one's roped in left field. It's going to go into the corner. Run is going to score. Fontaine plays it on one hump off the wall. Here comes a tying run across the plate. And we had a tie ball game here at Firebird Field. Brian Mesa with a base hit and 2 RBIs. And we have a tie ball game.
Dylan Prince, second base.
And here's Dylan, the hot Dylan Prince. Takes that one outside. Ball 1 to Prince. Hernandez is on deck. And he'll be followed by Gavin Rubalcaba. And wait, there. That's going to be a balk. I think his cleat got caught up in the. Sure did. Another balk, the second balk. Takes that one up high. We got a brand new ball game. Bottom of the third inning. Spartans scored first. Now Mesa put the Firebirds. Well, there's another one inside to Prince. Oh, that one didn't miss by much. He's going to draw a walk, and the Firebirds are going to be on first and second base. The batter's the left fielder, Caleb. Gutierrez throws through. Mesa's going to go, and they're going to chop him down at second. Oh, and he's safe. Manny Ojeda can't believe that call. Isaac came in because Caleb squared off, but he came off enough where he couldn't get back on the throw. Panda threw to second base. And there was a play at third, but now we're going to have Firebirds in the corners with nobody out for Caleb Hernandez. Wow, there's an opportunity that just slipped through the hands. Maybe his inexperience of playing third base. I don't know what it was, but there goes Prince as expected. Panda with a great block behind the plate. Yeah, Prince is going to get the second, but easily he's just stopped the run right there. He just saved the run. He's like a backstop. He's like a fence back there, that kid. Hernandez checks his swing and just catches the corner for a strike. They've got runners in second and third, and they're ready to score again. They've got two already this inning. And that pitch is a looper to right field. It's going to drop in front of Reyes. It's going to be trouble. One's going to score. Prince is going to go to third base, and that's going to be a base. Welcome back to Douglas P. Rodriguez Field, home of the Firebirds, and we have a pitching change for the Spartans. Manny came out and changed that. We have Christian Fontaine, the left-handed pitcher, and the new left fielder is Alfred Williams. He's a junior. He's playing left field. And the batter's Caleb Hernandez. There's nobody out. The score is 3-2. And there's runners in the corners for these home Firebirds. And Gavin Rubalcaba is the batter. Hernandez had that base hit, that looper to right field. Nobody out. 3-2. Bottom of the third. Just like last night, the Firebirds scored 3. There's the throw through. The runner doesn't go from third. He's safe. So now he'll have runners in second and third, and that ball just sailed a little bit on Gutierrez. There was enough behind it. Rubalcaba fly to left field his last time up. And we're looking for this sophomore first baseman to break out here to have a huge season this year. And he hits a little grounder right back to Fontaine. He takes a peek at, and now the runner's going. He's going to get the out on first. He's going to let a run score. He's going to make it 4-2. 4-2, a little comebacker. He looked at third. Prince was stepping off, and now the infield's going to come in. They should have done that a batter ago. Cespedes is your batter. He's the right fielder. He got on base by way of an error last time. Lefty on lefty, just missed. 4-2 in favor of the home team now. Hernandez is on third. The batter is Cespedes from the left side. Fontaine gets him right in the butt. Well, the upper, lower back, and then. It's going to bring up the eighth batter, Javen Francois. He'll be followed by Kobe Carrion, and then it's the first batter, Gabe Milano. I wouldn't be surprised to see Cespedes go here. Hernandez is on third. There goes Cespedes, swing and a miss. Panda throws through, a nice strong throw, wrong side of the bag. The runner stays at third. And now the Firebirds have 2 runners in scoring position. I'll tell you, for a sophomore, he's got a rifle back there. That ball got back there and quick to second base. And now he's having some issues with the pitch comm thing. Either that or he's listening to the radio or something, or he works for the Secret Service because he's got one of those things, those pig ears coming out of his ear. Ball 1 to Francois. Fontaine catches the corner. Javen looking to extend the lead here. It's 4-2 right now. Base hit will get him 2 more. Francois takes a peek at Cespedes. Now he comes home. A nice block again by Gutierrez. The backstop is maybe 30 feet behind home plate. It'll be a big risk to try to go home on a pass ball or wild pitch here. Fontaine's pitch is fouled. All these elegant names: Fontaine, Francois, Carrion, Ruvacalba. I feel like I'm in Europe, calling a game in Europe. Milano. Two strikes to the catcher. 1 out. Here's the lefty Fontaine. There's a breaking ball and it's hit to center field. Colon goes back on it. Back. What a catch. The runners are going to tag, but a spectacular catch and a strong throw. It's going to be 1 run's going to come in for the Firebirds, but boy, he ran that down. Something else. A little confusion here with the outs. But I had Milano leading off. Pardo got hit by a pitch. Mesa got a base hit. Prince got walked. Caleb Hernandez got a hit. Rubicalba hit a comebacker. Cespedes got hit by a pitch. And now a fly ball to Francois. And that should bring up Carrion with another run scored. And they're going to talk it over here again. Boy, this is looking like that Florida Christian game where... All right, welcome back to FSPN's coverage of high school baseball. We're in Doral for the Firebirds and the Spartans, and we've had some little, not controversy, but we're just trying to get the play straightened out. There was a double play there. It was a sac fly, and the runner left early. They're going to pull a run off the board. The score is going to be 4-2. We're going to head to the top of the 4th inning, and the batters for Southridge are going to be Jermaine Reyes, the senior right fielder, followed by the sophomore catcher, Carlos Gutierrez. Then it's Nico Perez, Isaac Vidal, Lorenzo Pedrosa, and Justin Cruz for the Southridge Spartans. And on the mound, after we get all this straightened out, they're still kind of trying to figure it out here. I mean, there was 2 outs, and now we got Manny's. Is that Manny's attorney out here? I think we got attorneys involved, and there's a cease and desist order, and I'm just kidding, folks, but we're trying to make fun of it. We're really happy to have you here. We're glad that you can join us for high school baseball. You can always watch our videos, our library of videos that we have. This is a great game right here. It's playing right now. Braddock against Southridge. That was a 2-1 ball game. Then there was the Battle of the Birds, and that was down at the South Dade Field. That was an excellent game and one of the best games that I've ever been a part of. The Mater Academy Lions and the Florida Christian Patriots will be heading to Key West. I know my life is tough, but Saturday morning I'll be driving to Key West. I'm going to interview head coach Ralph Henriquez. I'm going to celebrate him on his 400th win. And it's Uncle Muggs bringing you the play-by-play here. I might have to take a quick break because, I mean, these guys are arguing, and you know, when these Cubans get going, the hands start going, and we could be out here for weeks. Who knows? The matchup that we were talking about before the game. This is exactly what we were talking about. If Elisat could get by Reyes and Gutierrez, and he did pretty decent job the first time around. There's an off-speed pitch, and it's hit slowly a grounder. It gets cut off by Milano. He fires across to Gavin, and what a play by Milano. for the first out. Boy, he showed a lot of range there. He stayed with it. He was patient. And that's going to bring up Panda. Gabo with a great defensive play there. Panda batting from the left side. You always love those left-handed catchers. And he's still bringing it. Swung on and hit foul. When he commits, boy, he's all in. 1-1 in the dirt. Elisan tried to overthrow that one a little bit. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and just got a piece of it, and it got a piece of Francois. Count is full. The score is 4-2. We're at the top of the fourth inning. Aaron Elisal. That's an easy take for Panda, and that'll have a runner on first base for Mo's Spartans. First pitch just catches the corner. He's not going to have any of that. 2 balls and 1 strike to Nico. And that's sharply hit in the air to the shortstop. He's only able to get that because the runner gets back Gutierrez in plenty of time. And we have a pinch runner for Gutierrez now. It's going to bring up the third baseman today, Isaac Vidal. Isaac can do it all. He can pitch, he can play first, he can play third.
Batting now number 0, third baseman.
Now we're going to need a big hit here from the Iceman. Isaac Ice. He needs to cool down the crowd. The crowd's getting a little rowdy here with a runner on and 2 out. Snap back throw by Francois, not in time. USA 15 and under team. That one's not even close. Be nice if he can go shopping at the Gap here. Pick himself up a double. And maybe a scarf or something. 3-1 to count. Looks like he has on a scarf, but it's his hoodie coming out the side of his uniform there. Way outside. Elisalt wants nothing to do with Vidal. He's being super extra careful with him. He's giving him the white glove treatment here. Not giving him anything good to hit. With 2 out in the top of the fourth inning in a 4-2 ball game. Elisalt from the stretch. And that's taken for strike 3. Boy, he took that one. That's the end of that. The Ridge leaves 1, they get none, and we head to the bottom of the fourth inning, and the score is 4-2 in favor of the Firebirds, and you're watching FSPN. Thanks for watching, everyone.
You're watching the Florida Sports Programming Network.
Welcome back to Firebird Field. We have a 4-2 ball game. It's the bottom of the fourth inning. The shortstop is coming up, the junior, Kobe Carrion. He'll be followed by the leadoff batter, Gabo Milano. Then it'll be George Pardo Jr. and Brian Mesa. And that first pitch is swung on and hit right to the new outfielder, Alfred Williams, who makes the first out of the inning.
Top of the lineup.
Milano steps in. They haven't really pitched to him today. He has a stolen base. He has 2 base on balls, a run scored. He's coming in from the left side. The pitcher is the lefty, Christian Fontaine. He started in left field. Came in for Santiago Velasco. There's a look at Gabo there. The 0-1 is swung on, boy. You know, I had a coach one time who would tell me, no le quite la cara. And that's exactly what he did right there. 1-1 to Gabo. Fontaine from the stretch. Another off-speed pitch is swung through. Milano having a little trouble with that off-speed pitch. Let's see if Fontaine sticks with it. The 1-2 to Milano. On the corner for a called strike, and he walks back in. No doubt about that one. The senior center fielder steps in with 2 outs and no one on. It's George Pardo Jr. wearing number 44. That's a slugger's number. Where I come from, that's Willie McCovey. That's Reggie Jackson. First pitch swinging, and it's going to go into the canal. Fontaine looking to shut down, get these guys in order. There's a called strike by the ump. Evens the count at 1-1 to the center fielder. Sorry, 1 ball and 2 strikes. See if he can get him in order. Not with that 50-foot fastball. Snackle got walked and flied out a couple times, so he's seeing the ball good. Still early in the season. Just off the corner. The count is 2-2. And there's your strike 3. Nothing across the board for the Firebirds. We head to the top of the 5th inning, and the score is 4-2 in favor of the home team. And you're watching FSPN. Welcome back to another great game on FSPN. This one's between the Southridge Spartans, who are the visiting team, and they're led by Mo Ojeda and Suarez. The Hall of Fame coach is at the helm of the Firebirds, and it's 4-3. Coming up to bat is the senior Jermaine Reyes, and he's bringing a 3-game hitting streak into this game. See if he can extend that. There's a called strike. There's one that's looped to right field. Easy play for Cespedes for the first out. There's Gutierrez, the left-handed hitting catcher, and he swings at the first pitch, and that one's just foul. Hernandez, Pardo, and Cespedes in the outfield for these Firebirds, and there's another one that gets launched into the school. Shortstop, and Gabe Milano is your third baseman. And that one's slapped, and it's fair, and it's going to go into the corner. No, Caleb's going to cut it off. Panda's going to stay on first, and there's a 1-out base hit for the catcher. Boy, that kid could hit. He can hit. By head coach Suarez, and we might see a change of pitcher. We'll see what's going on. If they do change the pitcher, and they sure does, he grabs the ball and he shakes his hand. I think he did a great job, Aaron Elisan, and we're going to see a new pitcher here for the Doral Firebirds. You're watching FSPN. Well, we have a pitching change here in the top of the 6th inning with the score 4-3. The new pitcher is Christopher Vasallo. He's number 4. He's a right-handed pitcher. He's going to be facing Nico Perez. Starts him off with a 1-hopper that Francois couldn't pick up. And the pinch runner that came in for Carlos Gutierrez scoots all the way to second base with 1 out. Nico with a chance here to tie the game with a base hit. Prince playing cat and mouse with a pinch runner now. Vasallo from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Just outside. Here's the 3-1. Nico slaps it foul. And that's another donation to the canal, the 25th Street Canal. One day we'll be able to walk across that canal with so many balls that land in there. There's a good look at Nico. One out, runner on second base is Ramon Valoy, and that one's foul ball right off the foot, but not Valoy. He's got a decent lead. Prince is playing cat and mouse with him, and that one catches. Watch out, Nico got him in the face. Oh my God, I hope that kid's all right. They're coming out to see him, and I think it caught a little bit of the helmet, but I think that one caught him right in the face. And he's hurting, man. I hope this kid is all right. We're going to cut away for a second because all right, Nico Perez is okay. He's looked at by the trainers. Pablo Avila. He's coming in to bat for Vidal. There's a pinch runner, obviously, for Nico. There's 2 outs. There's a strike there to Avila. There's a check swing and a strike. I think it caught a little bit of the helmet. It caught just enough of the helmet that it didn't hit him directly in the face, but he caught enough of his face to bring out a visit from the trainer, and they did some tests on him. And it looks like he's all right, but that young man is going to be out of the game and have the next few games. Hitter now for Vidal. And he slaps one in the right field, and if that drops down, that's trouble. And trouble is his middle name, and we got a log jam at second base. And that runner should have scored because there's 2 outs, and he held up to try to tag up the pinch runner that came in. I think that's Valoy. So he misjudged that fly ball. He could have scored, and that's going to have the bases loaded. Let's hope that that doesn't come back and bite the Spartans. Well, we've had some good games here on FSPN. And that one hits him right in the back, and we got a tie game here. We got a tie game. Vasallo just doesn't have it today. The bases remain loaded. The game is now tied. So whatever happens from this point on, I think these Spartans have really come to play, and they showed that they have a lot of grit. Justin Cruz is the batter. That's 2 hit by pitches in 1 inning. One more, and that's assault. Check swing low. Vila's on second. The pinch runner that came in for Nico Perez is on third, and your batter's the last batter, Justin Cruz. Francis Garcia, the leadoff batter, the shortstop, is licking his chops for a chance to come up here and really put it to these home team, the Firebirds. The Firebirds scored 2 in the first inning, 1 in the 5th, and 1 here in the 6th. A nice curveball there by Vasallo, goes over for a strike. Justin Cruz with a chance to be the hero here for Spartan Nation. 2-2, bases loaded, 1 out. 2-1, I'm sorry. 2 balls and 1 strike to the last batter, Justin Cruz. In low, 3-1. And just like that, the momentum and the mojo goes back to the Ridge, back to Spartan Nation, and they have a lead now. They got the lead back, they gave it up, and now they got it back, and that is the definition of scrappy. Never give up. It's going to bring up your leadoff batter. This is it. Here's the moment for Garcia. That's a called strike. Just caught a little piece of the corner. 5-4, the Spartans have now taken the lead. Bases are still loaded. And that one's low according to the home plate umpire, so it'll be 1-1. All district selection last year. He's the leader of this team. He's going to need a big Big hit right here. Here's the 1-1. A slow grounder to carry on at first, at shortstop, and he short hops at first. Everybody's going to be safe. It's 6-4. The bases are still loaded. That was carry on at shortstop. The turf is deadening the ball. It's not getting to him in time, and carry on circled that ball. By the time he threw it there, the speedy Garcia was in there. Christian Fontaine from the left side. He had a huge base hit. He takes ball one. He had a huge base hit with an RBI. His last time up, he put one high on the screen. It would have been a double on any other park in the planet. 3 runs already across the board, 6 in total. It's 6-4. And most Spartans have these Firebirds reeling. Check swing and a strike to Fontaine from the left side. What a ball game. We've had some excellent games here on FSPN. I think I'm going to start charging you people. There's a ball low. I'm just kidding. I would never charge you guys. I do this because I love it. I do this for the abuelos and abuelas. I do this so the kids can get the notoriety that they need to go to the next level. If we can put one of these kids in college because a recruiter saw them, and there's a ground ball to the right side. Prince is going to throw to Kobe, and and they're going to say he got him. So a double play, it's going to end the inning. The Spartans are going to leave 3, but they're going to get 3, and we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, and your score is now the Spartans 6 and the home team Firebirds 4, and you're watching FSPN. We're going to be right back. I'm Uncle Muggs. Wow, this is crazy. Today, what a turnaround of events here. The Spartans now send up Isaac Vidal to shut the door here, 6-4. He's going to face the sophomore Gavin Rubalcaba. He's the 6th batter, 7 and 8. It's going to be Cespedes and Jalen Francois. Top of the 6th inning. Boy, we've had everything here. Unfortunate injury, arguments, good hitting, good defense, bad defense. Some good pitching. And now if things go the way that Mo and the Spartans want, Isaac Vidal 6 outs away from preserving a victory here. And the Spartans really making a statement. And hopefully that young man is going to be okay. That ball swung on and hit foul. Great ball game. These never say die Spartans against the powerhouse, the Firebirds, the 2022 state champions. The first baseman, the sophomore Gavin Rubalcaba. He's facing another sophomore in Isaac Vidal. And that one pops out of the glove, and it rolls all the way to the fence, and here comes Panda. He's going to make a tough throw, and they're not going to get him. The 6th inning, it's a 6-4 ball game in favor of the visiting Spartans. Ivan Pelaez is going to come out and talk to Isaac Vidal, and we've had a wild one here, a good ball game. The Spartans scored 2 in the top of the 1st. The Firebirds scored 4 in the bottom of the 3rd. Then the Spartans scored 1 in the top of the 5th, and then 3 in the top of the 6th, and there we are, 6-4. Isaac Vidal's coming in to get 6 outs and to shut the door. Meanwhile, Gavin Rubalcaba was the leadoff batter. He struck out. The ball popped out of Panda's mitt. He couldn't find it right away. Rubalcaba made his way down to first base, and it's going to bring up Joshua Cespedes, another left-handed hitting batter. And let's see if Coach Suarez plays for one. Some small ball, or he lets these guys swing away. There is 6 outs left. The sun is setting. We're going to try to get this one in. Vidal now comes from the stretch. Throws. Jalen Francois, the catcher, is on deck. He'll be followed by Kobe Carrion. Check swing, catches the edge. But Cespedes, after I moved that scoreboard that was in everybody's face, now we could see the field. That one pops out of Panda's glove, and there must be a frog in there. Runner goes to second. Christian Fontaine's in center field. Alfred Williams is in left. The batter Cespedes. There's a strike looked at. Even the count 2-2. Reyes is playing. He's not on the line for the lefty. But you got a plus velo guy, so they're not thinking he's going to pull the ball. Fontaine is not playing straight away. He's actually more like if he was a right. And there he goes, and he slaps that one to Williams. If it stays fair, it's going to be trouble. It hits the building, and it's out. Out of play, I'm saying. Let's hope Peanut is all right. See if Ice can do it, baby. There's another strikeout. This one he held on to. Javen Francois steps into the box to face Isaac Vidal, who's on the mound. Carlos Gutierrez behind the plate. There's one out. Gavin's on second base. Ball game. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning. It's Uncle Muggs bringing you the play-by-play. Thank you guys for joining us. 5 outs away. Swing and a miss. Something's wrong with Panda's glove. I mean, it's hitting him right in the middle of the glove, and it's popping out. Javen can get a base hit here and cut the lead in half. Mo started this game with Santiago Velasco. The 1-1 swung on and hit foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. After Velasco, we saw a little bit of Christian Fontaine, the lefty. He was effective. And now we have Isaac Vidal, 15 and under Team USA member. Started the game playing third base. And now he's on the bump. He takes a long look at Rubalcaba. Say, man, I struck you out, but you're standing on second base. Should be 2 outs right now. And Vidal says yes to Panda. They come to an agreement on a pitch. He takes a look at Rubalcaba. Takes another look at him again. And that is a swinging foul ball. Sun is setting. It's going to get dark here in a minute. We're going to run out of light. We're going to run out of baseball. Spartans need a big strikeout right here. There's a hard hit ground ball to the new second baseman on a big hop. Sorry, that was a line drive. It looked like it hit the ground, but that's a line drive. It's our second out. With 2 outs and a runner at second, that's going to bring up Kobe Carrion. He's the shortstop for these Firebirds. He hit the ball hard last time to left field. And Isaac really pumped that one in there, boy. There's one called. Evens the count at 1-1. Takes a long look at the signs from Panda. I mean, Vidal and Panda, they've been playing with each other for a long time. You think they come to agreement a little quicker on what they're going to pitch. All right, 2-1 the count to the last batter, Carrion. That one got away from Panda. Rubalcaba going to go all the way to third base. So George Pardo's probably going to be the guy if Kobe gets on. They'll probably walk the bases loaded. Here's the payoff pitch from Vidal. Yep, just like that. All right, looks like Mo's going to take his dog and pitch to Ralph Suarez's dog. And we're going to have a battle. We're going to have a dog fight right here. And let's see who's going to win this one, because there's 2 outs and 2 on. And you're down by 2. You're the Firebirds. And you got Isaac Vidal. There goes the runner. We all knew he was going to go. Let's see if he challenges him. First base is open. They can always pitch to Pardo, but they're going after Milano right here. And there's a big swing and a cut and evens the count. Boy, this is intense. You wanted a heated matchup. You got Isaac Vidal, the sophomore sensation, going up against the UM commit. What does that tell you? You strike out the UM commit, there might be a spot on that college for you too. Sun is definitely setting. Here's the 1-1. Vidal changes speeds a little bit and leaves it outside. Now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. First base is open. 2 outs, a 6-4 ball game. We're in the bottom of the 6th at Firebird Field. We've cooked up a good one for you here. 2-1, up high. Whoa, that one really got away from him. Great catch there by Panda. Got a few scouts here in the crowd checking out Isaac. There's a called strike. Oh, and a curveball. 3-1 backdoor slider by Isaac Vidal. Catches the corner. Nice pitch. And here it is. Something's got to give. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Your team's down by 2. Swung on and missed, and Isaac Vidal gets the UM commit to strike out. The Firebirds leave 2. They get none. It's 6-4, and we're heading to the top of the 7th inning. You're watching FSPN. Wow, what a game.
Hello, my name is Mike Sylvester of Florida Diamond Recruiting Services. We're a full-service baseball recruiting consulting service for high school baseball players and their families. We also assist with junior college transfers and 4-year transfer portal players. Our staff is over 150 years in the game today. Our unique ability to consult, evaluate, project, and network has allowed our families to achieve a 100% placement and offer rate to date. Come see us Sunday, February 23rd at the beautiful 365 hitting facility in Miami, Florida at 1 p.m. for a free recruiting seminar. We will touch on the topics such as the rules changes over the last year or 2 in college baseball recruiting, roster limitations, NIL deals, the transfer portal, and all the factors that affect today's high school baseball player looking to play college baseball. Visit us at www.floridabaseballrecruiting.com to learn more about who we are and the different types of packages that we offer to fit everyone's needs and budgets. Consult, evaluate, project, and network. Continue the dream. Florida Diamond Recruiting Services.
Okay, we're deciding whether we're going to call this game because of lights. The umpires are out there discussing it right now. It's 6-4 in favor of the Spartans. I think we're going to let them. They're going to let them go one more, even though it is kind of dark. Just like that, they're going to give it to the Spartans. They're going to come out of here with a big, huge win. I mean, humongous, enormous. The biggest win so far of the season. It's a bit controversial, but hey, build lights here and this wouldn't happen. Play at another park with lights and this wouldn't happen, but right now, I mean, this is very controversial. We have Williams coming out here and talking to his umpire, but they're going to let him go. All right, they're going to see if they give the Spartans a chance to hit. Then the Firebirds are going to need a chance to hit, and it's going to be pitch black dark by that time. Ravello's the new pitcher now for the Firebirds. He took that one high. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a 6-4 game in favor of the visiting Spartans. Ravello gets one over. Well, we've had everything in this game. That one's low and away. 2 balls and a strike to the senior Hector Colon. That one almost gets him, but he gets first base. 4th batter's Jermaine Reyes. He's got that 3-game hitting streak on the line. He's got Colon on first base, nobody out. 6-4 ball game, top of the 7th inning. That means we're going to see a bottom of the 7th if the light permits. Ravello throws the first pitch outside. If I were Ravello, I'd start throwing strikes because you're running out of light. You're not going to get last licks. I know you're at home, but these aren't glowing the dog balls. I think he heard me. He put that one over. high for a ball. That ball's hit into shallow center field. Tries to force him out. Right up the middle for Jermaine Reyes, and he extends the hitting streak to 4 games. Red hot Jermaine Reyes. I think somebody's on the roof of the press box trying to put up some lights. I mean, this is unbelievable. And there's a strike to Panda with a chance here. I mean, Panda drops a bomb here and it's over. The roof will blow off this place and we don't even have a roof here. These cameras are picking up a lot of light. It's a lot darker than what you see. Ray is on first. Colon is on second. That one's inside and it gets away from Francois. And the runners are going to advance to second and third. 2 balls and no strikes to the Panda. Their pitcher is Brian Ravello. Here's your batter. Situation is the infield is in now. And that one shortstop Francois. He's able to keep that one in front of him, but it's okay if it would have got past him because the backstop is only 10 feet behind the home plate. The runner wouldn't have advanced. 3-0 to Panda with first base open. Here comes a light. Somebody just put on a light. Still, that's not going to work, but, you know, it's a Band-Aid. Crazy game here, FSPN. And Panda smokes one down the line. They're going to score 2. RBI, base hit for Panda. The right fielder, Cespedes, puts his hands up because they got caught up in something. But they're going to give Panda a double. He's going to get 2 RBIs. It's going to be 8 runs for the Spartans. And they came in here and made a statement. You could put up all the lights you want, get a dome. You're going to have to score 5 in the dark to beat this team today. The Spartans have come up here and given their big brothers, the Doral Firebirds, a jab, and a right hook. Bam! Toma por la cabeza. Boy, you talk about a clutch sophomore. How about a double here in the top of the 7th inning? And now they call the game, and here it is, folks. You saw it here on FSPN, one of the most exciting games. An upset in the making. The mighty Doral Firebirds dropped to 1-3. The Spartans are 3-2. You're watching FSPN, and wow, what a game, folks. What a game, and we got a good one tomorrow. Stick with us because tomorrow we're going to see the Braddock Bulldogs against the Archbishop Carroll Bulldogs. But from here, what I can tell you is that this is going to be a game for the ages, a tremendous game. Looking forward to the next one. Thanks for joining us. Uncle Mug saying so long, and I'll see you next time on FSPN, baby. Woo! What a